welcome back to my channel. I want to thank all of my new subscribers really quickly. It has been awesome watching them grow, and if you're watching this video, I really appreciate if you'd like and leave a comment. If you're going to leave the video, if you want to leave a comment as to why maybe it's just not your thing, this kind of flip through style, or if you just don't have time, if it's a bit long, just leave a comment, let me know so I can, you know, try and help the algorithm and get people watching more. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe if you do like my stuff. So we're going to do a flip through of last month before we get into December. So, or this month I should say, so November. So I went a little bit differently with my tabs last month and did like the cascading ones. I don't know if I loved it because I was going to go into a traveler's size next year, but I'll get to more of that a little bit later. So I got my monthly tarot with the card and the monthly read, and my moon phases, gardening and memories, habits and moods, content, budgets, astrology, weekly tarot. So you can see I haven't filled out this Monday's, my calendar, and then my weeklies I did again with the cascading, just to something different to try. So not much changes. Journaling, had some exciting things happen. I got a kitten. She may make an appearance during the video if you stick around. She may come in. She's asleep at the moment in her room. So, and I've left one extra page for more journaling as we've still got a little bit of time left in the month and I have filled up what I had left. So let's get into December. So December's theme is very warm, lots of reds, pinks I've used, and yellow and orange and a bit of brown, because this time of year in Australia, even though it's been quite cold at the moment, normally by the time Litha comes around it's quite warm and plants die very quickly unless you're watering them continuously. Yeah, so I went for this color theme. So monthly tarot, habits and mood, went with the little were they hexagons? So like B, yeah, just to go with the yellows. I think that'll look nice. Content and budget, gardening and memories, weekly tarot, my astrology, and my calendar. So interesting thing, next year I'm still going to try and do a traveler's style for my weekly events and things that I might need to write in daily, but I don't really feel I need to carry this around because it gets very big and very heavy, and I always have to carry other things around with work and things like that. So I'm going to try for December just to have my tasks and any trackers that I have. This space is going to be for where I will write my weekly tarot in here. So I'm just going to give this a try. So all of my weeklies are kind of just condensed to one page, and then I've got a Christmas planning page, and I haven't actually put any stickers or anything on for my journaling. So I want to show you, this is, I made this, it's just out of a piece of pleather, and I ironed on with double-sided stuff, like fixed tape, and onto a piece of like soft cardboard. And I've only got 2 books in it at the moment. Next year I may want more. So all I've done with these, I just did a little December cover page, only because that's just a single page, and then I've done it like this. So, like I said, it's just, I'm gonna try it. I may hate it, I may love it. We'll see how we go. So room for any extra notes, and yeah, those weekly events. So just one for each week of December, and then yeah, so I actually printed dots using my printer paper onto 120 GSM paper, and when I flipped over the paper to print it 2-sided, I actually put it back into the printer the wrong way. It's a new printer and I'm still learning, so one side got the dots. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it's strange. But anyway, this is just a trial, a bit of a practice. I will try and get it right. I do have this one, which aren't 5x5. They're from an old notebook that I pulled out. I've gone a little bit crazy. So I bought this from a reject shop, the local reject shop. So I don't know if I'm going to use this. I give these to people for presents, so I will write like all important dates in them, and they're just like a nice little gift that I give to my family at Christmas time. Just they kind of rely on it now, but I made this extra pull so it can go in, and I can add another couple of notebooks, so you can add another one like at the front. Let's just grab one out. This is just a plain papered one, so you just add them in. I mean, most people who are on YouTube who are into bullet journaling will have seen the traveler's style notebooks popping up around. So even though this one is a little bit smaller, it was pre-printed and they're like $4 or something, so nice and cheap. So I probably wouldn't put it at the back, I would put it at the front if I plan on using that, or if I'm happy just to do it like this. So let's get you back out now that way. So for the next month, for January, for December, I'm going to carry this around in my bag. Like I said, it's a little bit smaller. We'll see how we go. I can stick my pen in like that, or slip it in there like that. Made that little pocket in the front so I can stick in some stickers, I suppose. These ones are probably a little bit too big. Yeah, but I mean, I might be able to stick them, cut them down smaller and stick some stickers onto some sheets. And it actually just fits. So I can take some stickers with me if need be. But the plan is not to really have to carry too much. Just a pen and fill in basic things that I'll need. So I went a little bit crazy and dug up a heap of old scrapbooks and notebooks that I've had before, and just cut them down to size, just so they're 21 by 11. And yeah, some of them I had to sew, so this is me sewing them. Not the best, but they do the job. A couple of plain ones, so I think I ended up making about 20 of them, but I am giving 4 of them and one of these that I've made to my daughter's teacher for school. I also made the mistake, this was a Archer and Olive that I had that actually really, when I got it, I didn't really love it, and I was going to use it for something else, and like, oh, I'll see how I go cutting it down. It was very unsuccessful because I tried to like pinch it and then cut it like that, and as I got further down, pages, like the blade slipped in. I should have done like a few at a time and then a few at a time, but anyway, I can probably use that still. We'll see. So that is my plan for December, and why my weekly spreads look just a little bit different. So where will we start? We'll start with the monthly tarot. So I will reach into my tattoo tarot deck and find the Ace of Cups. Should be in order, because that's the way I like it. Especially with these ones, because I don't use them for pulls or anything. They're just altar cards. Ugly, ugly, non-intuitive, but they do the job. Actually, they're not ugly, ugly. They're just not as pretty as my other ones. So this is the card for this month, and on the 1st I will use this one. So I'm going to leave it here while I'm doing my readings. I also have pulled out of my Moonology, which is another deck that I don't really find intuitive. The first, last, new and full moons for December. Well, this one is, new moon is in Scorpio at the moment, so that's why I've left it out. I haven't pulled out the new moon. Wait, that's wrong. The new moon will be in Capricorn and the full moon will be in Gemini. So new moon, is new moon in Scorpio? Now I feel that it's not. It's in Sagittarius, and that's from last month. Never mind, ignore me. Alright. Let's do a tarot shuffle. My head's all over the place because my parents, who I don't know if I've mentioned before, are what we have in Australia called grey nomads. Let me just focus for a second. The intention for December. What do I need for December 2022? Oh, no. No. These cards are camera shy. I've already shuffled them twice off camera, and they're just not going to work, so I'm just going to do this kind. So we got the Ace of Cups for my monthly overview. What will be coming towards me for this month? Are we going to get anything fall out? Anything? Oh, I just had a stack there. Nothing. Alright. Ooh. Thoughts? Lots of thoughts. Interesting. So, another thing that I have done in the last month, I have talked about when I bought this deck, This Might Hurt, the guidebook fell apart very quickly. So I emailed them and asked if they will be printing a new book that can be purchased individually, and they said no, it's not viable for them. I'm like, okay, that's fine. They're like, you can just go online and look them up, and I'm like, I don't like going online and looking them up all the time. So I photocopied it and made it into an A5 book. This is an old Archer and Olive cover from my daughter. I bought one for her a couple of years ago. She didn't really like it. She just ripped out the black pages and used them for other things. So I used this cover and I made it into this book. Just printed it, like I said, photocopied one page, made it into a document, and then using the booklet, in your printer settings, I printed into a booklet and sewed it all together, glued it, and yeah, it's very nice. So where are we at? Let's have a think. 8 of Cups. I actually flipped it. Kind of opened. Here we go. I'm leaving my cups behind me. This card is about abandonment. This is a card of emotional exhaustion, burnout, and discovery of something you have worked hard for does not bring you fulfillment. Your emotional stability is not working. Your emotional situation is not working for you. It is not flexible. The person in this card has left their cups behind, and therefore their emotional entanglements, to pursue an adventure of unknown outcome. That's really scary, because yesterday was my last official day of study. By 12 o'clock last night, all of my assessments had to be handed in. I did that. I don't have all my marks back, but I have received a statement of attainment for the course. So I can apply for jobs. The actual diploma will not come till next year, but one of the things I've been concerned with, the man next door is using his tractor. This always happens, I feel. One of the things I've been concerned with is that this course that I've done is not going to meet my needs. That I will not be very good at the job for the career that I've chosen, which is working in youth work. I'm currently working at an LGBT organisation that do not, because it's a sexual health organisation, they do not get the government funding to work with people under the age of 18. And that was kind of where I was hoping to get with young people who, you know, needed help and guidance and things like that. And it hasn't been very successful in getting a job in that field since I've started applying. So I'm feeling very dejected at the moment around that. So is this telling me I should leave that all behind? It'd be very sad if I suppose not wasted the last few years, but I kind of feel like a waste. Let's think about that. If that is what these cards are telling me, if it has to do with how I'm feeling. The King of Pentacles. Very last one, leadership through abundance. I pull out this card quite a bit. Don't know if he's me, because I am always told I'm a really good leader, and that I have a lot of the qualities that are exhibited with this card. Yeah, so reigns over leadership, ambition, and generosity. He's rich with material goods, which he accepts without hesitation because he has no doubt that he has earned them. Sometimes I don't feel like I've earned things, but the King of Pentacles fully enjoys the fruits of his labour and delights in the physical aspects of life. Most importantly, the King of Pentacles uses his wealth to enrich the lives of others. Now, wealth can be monetary wealth, but I feel that when I use Pentacles, it's not always about the actual money, that it's about the wealth of knowledge and wisdom that can be shared. So I kind of feel that this is like me. I like to share my knowledge. Sometimes people don't really ask for it, but I will share it anyway. And I do believe that I'm a good leader. I do get told that quite a bit, especially from my teachers. As I'm doing our little graduation ceremony, they told me, you know, I have excellent leadership qualities. I think that's just a really nice way of telling a woman she is very bossy, but I'm okay with that. I'd rather be boss bitch than just bitch, or lackey bitch. Bitch, bitch, bitch. So we've got turn our back and use our knowledge and our leadership to enrich others. Right, and the last one is that Two of Pentacles, which is kind of juggling. Yeah, the juggler. You're juggling a lot right now, aren't you? You've got multiple balls in the air, but you haven't dropped them yet. The Two of Pentacles suggests that there's more than enough going on in your life, but if you keep it together and maybe even enjoy the multitasking rush of it all, the key here is balance. So the creator says, I drew myself into this card because I feel that I'm always juggling about a million projects in addition to my social life, relationships, errands, chores, and keeping my cat fat and happy. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. So we've got let it go, leadership, and juggling. Two of Pentacles. What do you feel about that pull for me? With what I've explained about my life and situation. See if I can get them all into my little card holder while I'm filling out the rest. I'll come back in later and fill all this in. I don't want to waste your time of going through what the meanings are, but I'll have to do some reflection on that and really feel what is going on. Yeah, so I went with the tabs again this month. I didn't really like the cascading thing. I like this size journal. Weekly Tarot, Astrology. So I've pretty much filled in my astrology for the month. I just need to do this table, which I just realized I haven't even done the main lines for it. Where is my pens? So I went with a lot of these really warm, dry, summery colours. So we've got a mild line of red, mild red. I think this is mild orange, it says. Mild orange. It's more of a yellow. And we've got Tombow 947, Tombow 946, 947, and I think that was 26. So let's just draw up the little table. Oh, this pen is being a bit tricky. It's funny, I watch other YouTubers and they do that with their pens. They like make it look scratchy, like the pen gets jumped. And sometimes my pens do that anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, sorry, I just jumped off filming then, just to erase and reflect on where my houses have felt over the last month. In Scorpio, moving into Sagittarius. So I'm just going to pick the colours that I might want to use. Sometimes I think these two are too similar. I mean, they're nice, but I might do brown and then the yellow. Very contrasting. I do have these in the brush markers, but these are the first ones I grabbed out. So, which one will I go with first? I'll go with the brown. So my first house is identity. Been really confident in my identity lately. Been feeling really good about myself and how I feel about myself. I'll keep them out. Why I put the lids on when I'm going to be doing it in 2 seconds. Personal values and resources. Been pretty good with that. So the month coming is in my 3rd house. Well, as today, as I'm doing this, the sun is in my 3rd house, which is the house of ideas and siblings and community. So yeah, I think my ideas for myself aren't really lining up. House for the home, been pretty good because, like I said, my parents are home, and that is really, it's nice to have them home. They've been gone since the beginning of the year. My mum's been back once. She flew home, but it's nice to have them both home. They are difficult to get along with, but they are my parents. Daily life and pets, awesome. New kitten. My puppy is mad and beautiful. Relationships. Bit sad about relationships coming and going because, like I said, I finished TAFE and I've made some awesome friendships through the last few years of studying, and I'm gonna miss seeing them every week. Debt and death, always a hard one. I always feel like I'm struggling with that. Oh no, I went back wrong. Okay, daily life and pets. 5th house, joys and passions. Yeah, that was really high, and high, like I said, with the pets. 7th house is relationships, so yeah, that's where I was feeling a bit flat. 8th house is death and debt, so like I looked at it and went, oh, I don't know why that's that high, but yeah, that's why, because I said it wrong. It's alright, you're used to me. If you're not, you will be. 9th house, spirit and study, again, feeling a little bit dejected that it's all over. Contemplating my next move. 10th house, career and status, flat, none. I could leave that as a 0, to be honest. Friends and community, quite high, coming into summer and the silly season, as they call it, Christmas. My friends and the community around me always feel so much stronger. And the last 12th house, yeah, hidden things. Everything feels hidden at the moment, so I'm kind of coming to peace with them, and I'm trying to reflect on them. But so that's kind of it. I don't really have much else for you today. Feels like this one's going to be quite a short video. Maybe not. We'll see once I've edited it. But yeah, come back next month when I set up January. I'll try and do it towards the end of the month. I'm going to do a New Year, new journal setup, even though this one's still got heaps in it. I'll find something to do with the rest of this notebook, but I have my new notebooks ready to go for the year. I'm going to be doing basically long-term collections in one, and then the other one will be monthly stuff. Maybe not this, maybe this will go into the where are they, into one of these. Maybe I will do my monthlies in this. Maybe not this one. Don't really like using lines. Lines are good for like jotting down things, but not good for calendars. So probably one of the dot ones. I may work out how to print dots onto paper a little bit better so that they're actually 5 by 5, not this style. But I'll try and, I may do monthlies in one and then weeklies in another, and then have just a scribble notebook, because I do like my scribble notebooks, because at the end of all of mine are all scribbles. But yeah, thank you for coming along and watching today. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like if you have enjoyed it, and if you haven't enjoyed it, leave a comment and let me know why. I would really be interested. Not many people leave comments on my videos anymore, but I would really like to yeah, hear from you. We'll talk again soon. I actually have a video about my tarot cards, so I did my tarot cards, so I'll try and put them up soon. But yeah, lots of love, and talk to you soon. Bye.
Uh-oh, nothing to see here. Excuse me, a little busy.
That's why they say it's test time, so diaper up. They say that. I've never said